Hi, my name is Andy Hennett. I am an education abroad coordinator at iAge. I advise on programs in continental Europe, except for Spain and Northern Europe, and also advise on programs in the Middle East and North Africa. Um, as far as my study abroad experience goes, I studied abroad in Aix-en-Provence, France, as a junior um, for a full academic year. I went not really knowing any French and chose to stay with a host family to force myself to learn and use a bit of the language. It was definitely the right decision for me, maybe not for everyone. Many of the other students in my cohort stayed together in apartments in town, and it was always nice visiting them. But for me, it was ideal to return to a home with host parents looking after me and host siblings to chat with. Um, Other study abroad experience, I did an internship in Montreal, Canada, one summer. It's an ISEC internship. It's in a student organization. Don't have too many recollections of that, except that I didn't really love the Quebec French accent, and I do remember eating a lot of poutine, which was delicious. And finally, as a grad student at Indiana University, I did a 2-week tour of European Union institutions in Paris, Brussels, Berlin, and Warsaw. The only thing I want to highlight is that we have some fabulous student workers called program assistants, and they are a really big part of our office culture. We usually only get to work with them for one academic year, so we try to make the most of the time we have with them. They bring tons of useful energy to the office, and we all benefit from that. As far as my favorite memory of working at iAge, I would say the pre-departure orientations, they've evolved over the years, but the most memorable for me are the ones that are in this big gym in the Arc, and you get, I don't know, 200 students getting ready to study abroad, very excited. There's, I don't know, 15 tables dedicated to different study abroad programs. So at each table you have, I don't know, 10 students going to a certain program, plus a returnee, a student who had already studied at the program there to help them moderate discussion and answer any of the questions they have. And it starts out a little bit nervous, everybody's a little bit awkward, but then after an hour of chatting and getting all their questions answered, um, the room, it's just like kind of electric. There's this, like, students are giddy and basically ready for their study abroad adventure. So that would probably be my favorite memory.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brandy Coy, and I'm the business manager. Um, Previous study abroad experiences. I actually do not have any previous study abroad experiences. Unlike most of my colleagues, I did not study abroad. I've actually never been abroad aside from a vacation to the Bahamas a long time ago before passports were even required to go to the Bahamas. So before I got this job, before I started working at iAge, I had no intention on ever going abroad. Um, but after I've worked here, well, almost 5 years now, I've learned that hearing all the students and the student testimonials, reading the testimonials, watching the videos, it's really made me realize the importance of being a global citizen and to make a stubborn old lady like myself want to go abroad. I think that's a perfect testimonial for students as to why they should study abroad. We have a lot of fun in the office. We joke um, and I do miss that. I miss that a lot. But we try to stay in contact via Zoom and impromptu meetings. But the thing is that I that people have joked that Thomas and I should just have a constant open Zoom between the two of us because it's like you're working on something and you'll say, "Oh my gosh, did you read blah 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 blah?" or "Did you hear da 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 da?" And it's like we're like two old ladies just sitting in there gossiping with each other. Um, and so I do miss that, especially since I live alone. My My son's grown, has his family of his own, so I do miss the human contact that comes along with going to work every day. I just love the people that I work with, and everybody's a great group. And I just probably I've been at the university for almost 20 years now, and this is probably the best place I've ever worked.